y'all, welcome to Vinciti's Game. Thank you for watching. This is a YouTube channel for MMOs, that's mass multi-online players, and currently my game is Elder Scrolls Online. For you Elder Scrolls junkies out there, I'm bringing you my next player versus player build. This is a werewolf build. It's a Stamina Night Blade Argonian werewolf build using bow and a dual wield back bar. Okay, as you can see here, I have my Vincini window up. I can take a look at all the gear, what's golded out, what we have as enchantments or glyphs on the gear. You can check out my champion points. This build is great in Battlegrounds and is also very good in open world. Has the attributes in the window. It's all stamina in the attributes, and as you can see under equipment, it is 2 heavy and 5 medium. For you more seasoned players out there, just go ahead and pause the video here, take some notes, or snap a screenshot and take a look at what I'm running. Let's just go into a little bit of the build, just real quick. It's Murkmire's helmet set, okay, and it's 2 craftable sets, Clever Alchemist and Shackle Breakers. And as you can see, my jewelry is Clever Alchemist, and it all has the increased, well, decreased potion cooldown and chance on the rings, along with Infused, okay, traits. So that's what's giving you your resources back, okay? But that's all we're going to go into it right now. Let's check out these clips. I do a Battleground, and you know, it's the Battleground number's a little skewed because I go in with a healer friend of mine, so I'm getting healed as a werewolf. Just keep that in mind. But I do a lot of solo on this build and do just fine with lots of kills and very survivable type build. But you're going to check out a Battleground where I had a healer with me, and it just increases it tenfold. All right, so let's check this Battleground clip out, and I'll narrate through, kind of talk about the build a little bit through it, and talk about the Battleground. And then after that, if you want to stick around, if you're a newer player, I'm going to dive into the ins and outs of how I play this build, why I do what I do with the build, why I have the gear I have, and the skills, passives, etc. that all work together for the build. So if you want to see more after you watch this Battleground, stick around. I'll go in depth on this window build right here. Clever Alchemist, Shackle Breaker, and Murkmire. I'll see you then. Alright, here we go, Riz. Keep them heals up, buddy. So we start off in bow build. I do have werewolf up, but I want to get some extra poison dot damage. Just gotta kill from my poison injection. Now I'm standing in all this AoE because I know I got Riz in the back healing me. So I'm just trying to put some pressure on, push people away from the flag. But I am taking some heat. But Riz is back there. He's got my back. So we decided to pull off, and I said, you know what? They're getting low on resources. Riz's helmet there, drops, stand it, boom, done. Already 2-0. All right, so we're gonna move back into the flag here. It's a domination. He's done. He's just taking so much damage. Boom. Yeah. Boom. All right, 3-0. Okay. Riz is throwing out. He's throwing out time stops, man, on top of everybody. That time stop stuns, and that's just my key to just open up, right? Look at this. He's also got, you know, I'm talking a lot about Riz, but he's what's making this happen, right? I also got extra crit resist with Riz's build. Boom, eat it up. Now I'm getting my poor Riz behind me died. I was trying to get to him, but by myself right now. I mean, I am still trying to take the flags and stuff. But for the most part, man, I'm having a blast melting people. Alright, let's roll in. Got about half werewolf, so waiting for Riz right now. I'm waiting for my support. Boom. Okay, he disappeared on me. He's gonna come back out. There he is. He's done. He's done. Might as well forget it. Riz has got him slowed. Boom. Done. Let's eat him up. Yeah. Love the tunes. Okay, so it's me and Riz, nobody else, versus 4 purple. Now, right now, another guy comes, but I got Riz. Now, if it wasn't for the roots and the snares, I'd be a lot better off. A lot better off. I'm trying to take him out so we don't get root or snared. Boom, done. 6-0. Alright, he's getting hit from above. I'm going to use that guy's damage. I'm going to try and get to him. Get out Boom. Ranged. How? Put him away. Sleep on this guy. Keep my werewolf up. I'm a little lower than half werewolf right now, so I'm the only werewolf in the battleground. Just trying to... Man, Riz's time stops are just invaluable with this build. Let's do this up. Come on, Riz. We're outnumbered again, buddy. I try to get on the plinkers because all that poison damage really messed me up. So I just lost werewolf. It's okay. We're gonna... I told Riz to get down. We're gonna... You know, I'm running extra speed for him, too. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna stealth. And I'm just gonna start plinking away, man. Plinking away. Stand back. Getting my werewolf up. Done. Oh, he disappeared on me. There we go. There's a kill, and that's not even in werewolf form. Come on, Riz. Come on, Riz. Let's do this. What's great is if I stop and shoot, Riz's helmet is dropping right on me. That's the healing totem. Drops right on top of me. And I'm still getting werewolf up. I'm almost there. 7-0 right now. I'm not quite as good at bow builds. This is the first bow build I've ever done, so. But I'm gonna go werewolf here in a sec. We're gonna rock this out. Let's do this. Come on, let's go werewolf and rock these guys. Almost out of stam. There we go. Let's get out. Let's get him werewolf heavy attack. Get some stam up. Potions cooldown's almost there. We'll get there. Look how fast that potion cooldown goes. Oh, so good. So good, Riz. So I want to keep my werewolf. Let's just jump back down here. Turn on this dude. Thanks, Riz. God, constant roots, man. Gotta get this stamina up. It's killing me. If it wasn't for Riz, there's no way I'd be living right now. Being out of stamina. We gotta back out as we were getting pinched. Alright, let's just pick some... Let's pick some plinkers over here on the bridge. Let's drop them. There we go. 9-0. Let's pick this plinker out. We want to take this flag from him. Jump on him. Boom. Fear. Heavy attack. Thank you, Riz. Alright, let's get up on this. This sword's making me mad. Let's melt him real quickly. Come on, come on. He's out of stam. I'll take this flag a while. Alright, rolling. I'm low stam because I'm sprinting a little bit, but I got my potion up, so that's good. We're gonna get over here, take this flag, eat up, keep my abilities up. Now I'm almost out of stam. What's great is I'm gonna take that. Now pop a potion. Boom. See how much my stam went up? Wow. Wow. Let's just melt this dude. Done. 12-0. Oh, you want to werewolf it out too, buddy? Good times. Good. Go down. I don't like plinkers. If there's plinkers, man, they're my bane. If I see them, I don't care what I'm doing, I'm going to jump on them. Let's keep that werewolf up there, buddy. Oh, this guy wants a piece, right? He's going to disappear. Watch. Nope, he's not going to get time. He's not going to get time. Boom. Just take this flag. Thanks, Riz. Sorry you died earlier, bud. Let's do this up. Okay. Come on, let's find our next victim. Waiting for him. We can't let purple take this. Okay, it's 2v2. Come on. Oh, I'm in the fire. No, no. Get out, get out. Jump on him. Oh, now our red's here on Riz. I gotta protect my healer at all times, man. Anytime I get a chance. Now I'm gonna leave him go. He disappeared. Still messing with this Sork, though. Boom. Let's just fuck him up. Oh! 16-0. Come on, Riz. Let's mess these dudes up. Okay, we're going one guy on flag, two guys. You know what? We're going to stay here. We're going to mess with all 4 purple. Let's see how we do. Is it just me and Riz? It's just me and Riz. It's 1 down, I believe. Nope, 2 down. Let's heal up. Get him, melt him. Yeah, that's 3. We had another guy come toward us. God, Riz's helmet's so awesome in Werewolf. In my opinion, better than Earthgore. Dusk Warden, not Dusk Warden. Bogdan's better than Earthgore for me in this 2-man. Popping all the time. Get wrecked, dude. Get wrecked. Come on. 22-0. Let's keep this up. Got 6 minutes left. We're winning right now, but if I keep jerking around, we'll probably lose just because I'm enjoying melting people. It'll be close. I'm just enjoying this having this healer and playing this build right now. Oh, dang it! Oh, I shouldn't have overstretched. I thought I could do it. All the AoE dropped. Oh, this is my first death. Oh well. You know what are you gonna do? That's my own fault. Crystal fragged it, jumped right in the middle of the astronaut, you know, thinking, basically got a little cocky. If I would have played a little bit more smart, I would have died. Just a matter of how fast I've been killing people. The ices was killing me though, man. The ice keeping me at bay. The one warden, I gotta kill him first because he's the one who's keeping me from really wrecking everybody. Heat up. I was almost out of wolf. Come on, man. Now Riz is, he's not running it. He might be. I wish he was running Spell Power Cure. If he was, man, my weapon power would probably hit 6,500. Jeez, dude, 27-1. These guys are just melting. Now I can go completely offense with Riz here, so you guys gotta remember, this is not, if you're gonna go rolling solo with this build, you know, if you have a healer, great, who's dedicated to you, yeah, you can put up this kind of numbers, and you can stay in the AoE and finish off people, but if you're not, you gotta play a little more smart, a little more defensive, pick off outskirt guys, you know, make sure you're being smarter about it. You can't go quite as offensive. But when you got the heals and the defenses from a healer, it's completely different play. Dang, man. 29-1. Problem is, I'm messing around here and purple's catching up because I'm getting kills. We're outnumbered a lot. Thanks, Riz. Saved my butt. Come on, let's take these dudes out. They're... God, that dang ice. Roots. Back up into that lava, man. Go ahead. Back up into it. Find out what happens. Alright, Riz, we gotta at least try and win this. Purple's really caught up because we're jerking around. Oh, he's in trouble. He's just running. He's gonna die from dots. He died from my claws of claws of despair. That's crazy. So I'm just gonna try and take a flag here, maybe, so Purple won't catch up so much. Oh, Riz, no, you can make it, bud. You can make it. Yeah, clip to me. All right, come on. These guys are too... Nah, he's gonna come at us. Can you believe that? He's got you standing there and a werewolf standing here, and he's gonna try and come kill me? What is wrong with this dude? He just keeps coming in and getting melted over and over. Ah, he disappeared. Missed the heavy... Oh, he disappeared again. Wuss. probably should take the white flag. Stop messing around. Nope. Forget it. I'm gonna kill this guy again just because I feel like it. Oh gosh, it's so bad. I should really take flags. Oh, the plinker. Gotta kill that plinker. Get on him. Hate that plinker. Come on. Come on, Riz. Heal me up. I'm out of magicka. Heal me up. Oh gosh, this is gonna be close. Ah, dang it. Oh man, no magicka. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, thanks, Riz. Oh, I'll be able to take it, Riz. Keep going. Res me up. Dang, one more little heal. So close to having my potion up. Wow, I'm gonna get revenge. Ooh, that had to hurt, dude. I'm sorry about your luck. Let's go eat up. Alright, what do we got? 440 to 400. I've let them come back too much. This is going to be a close match because I've been jerking around too much, enjoying myself, killing stuff. And poor Riz, he probably wants to win the game, but he keeps following me around. Oh, gosh. Oh, Red, I'm getting plinked from up top and everything. Riz. Yeah, come on. 2v2? 2v2 plus a plinker up top. Where's that plinker at? I'm gonna eat quick. You're not doing any damage. Where are you at? Riz, come down, come down. Alright, purple. Why is this dude... What is this dude doing? Running right up on me. Oh, damn ice. Just keeps me melted. Luckily my potion was up again. Get out of that, because I had no stamina left. This guy making me mad. This ice is just killing me. Gosh, who's all hit me, dude? It's like... Riz, your heals are sick, man. I can't move. But that's the match. That's the match, and we lost. Gosh darn it. All because the ice kept me from getting to that last flag. Son of a gun. 37-2-11, baby. 37-2-11. Hope you enjoyed. Gonna go ahead and check out the ins and outs of this build. Alright, we're back, and thank you for sticking around. If you want to check this build out and see it and kind of how the theory crafting went on this build, I hope you enjoyed the Battleground. It was a very good one. Again, just realized that I had heals the whole time, somebody following me around. So in Werewolf, when you have heals like that, it's just going to expand the build exponentially. So don't think you're going to go in solo without healing and get those kind of numbers. Just want to put that out there. And shout out to Riz, the ugly dinosaur. I can't remember his name, but he's a buddy of mine and he loves to heal, so he came in with me. Let's go over the build. Let's dive into the theory craft of this. Again, this is an Argonian Stamina Night Blade build, and I wanted to use a bow, and I'm using dual wield because in Werewolf, dual wield really helps with the glyph proccing. Okay, but let's look over here on my equipped window, and we're going to look at all the gear. Clever Alchemist. Okay, this is a big part of the whole potion concept of this build, right? All right, so I'm wearing 5-piece Clever Alchemist, and it's 2 pieces maximum health, 3 pieces maximum health, and then 4 pieces weapon and spell damage, right? Okay, 5 items. When you drink a potion during combat, you have to be in combat to get this buff. They changed that a while ago to kind of combat the bomb blades and the bomb builds, where you could pop a potion, get this 638 spell damage and weapon damage, and then run in. Well, they did that so that people can't be stealth, pop the potion, go in and bomb somebody with all that extra damage. You actually have to be in combat now. No big deal for our build. That's perfect. That's fine. So with that, when you drink a potion, boom, you got 638 weapon damage, right? And then we're running Shackle Breaker, okay? The Shackle Breaker, 2 pieces is weapon, 3 is spell damage, 4 is max magicka recovery, 4 is stamina recovery, and 5 is max magicka and max stamina, both about 2k if it's golded out, okay? We wanted to do this, we wanted to boost our stats, and here's why. So we're running 5 Shackle Breaker, and let's just take a look. And then, so Clever Alchemist, so I have a Clever Alchemist heavy chest, Clever Alchemist medium belt, Shacklebreaker medium boots, Shacklebreaker medium guards, Shacklebreaker medium bracers. Okay, this is a medium build. And we'll look into the passives here in a second. Then I'm wearing Mullikenna. Okay. Mullikenna. I'm wearing a heavy Mullikenna helmet and a medium Mullikenna arm cuff. So what's great about this build is Clever Alchemist and Shacklebreaker are crafted. So you can kind of do what you want and craft your own rings. If you want to do Shacklebreaker, if you want to do Clever Alchemist, doesn't matter. Craft what you can, what you can do, or find a crafter, and you can do this build. The only thing that you would have to farm is Mullikenna, and you don't even absolutely need Mullikenna. You could run one piece of 2 different monster sets if you're newer. Won't be quite as effective. You can do it. If you have Salines, you can throw that on instead, but it allows you to do a monster set. All right. I use Mullikenna because it really boosts your weapon power, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so this is 5 medium, 2 heavy, right? So you can kind of see. Now I have in pen on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So impenetrable on 6 pieces, and then an infused helmet. Now, if you're a little bit better with resources than me and can take a little more damage or whatever, you can kind of swap one of them in pen out for another infused. I also have, as glyphs on all the gear, if you look, I have Tri-Stat on everything for that extra magicka, extra hit points since you're medium, and then stamina. So this isn't a very high stamina build. You're not going to have a lot of stamina. I mean, you're going to have some, but I mean, look here. My stam's 27.5, 27.6. It's a low stamina. Then you go into PvP, non-CP, you're dropping down to about 24, okay? 24k stamina, that's it. But your weapon power is where it's at with this build. And the reason your stats are so low is because of this. So I have Clever Alchemist jewelry the whole way across. I purpled, you know, it's all epic. I want to gold it out eventually. But a Clever Alchemist jewelry. And then my weapons are 2 swords of Shacklebreaker, 1 infused, 1 Nirnhone, 1 disease glyph, and then 1 weapon damage, spell damage glyph, infused. Now I have a Shacklebreaker bow of Nirnhone with oblivion damage. Okay? So that kind of gives you the idea of what's going on here. It's how I have both up at all times. Alrighty. So, let's go back to the jewelry. Okay, they're all infused trait. So when you make the jewelry, you make it infused, and then you throw, these are gold potion cooldown glyphs on it. So my potions are cooled down by 7.6 seconds on each one, which is taking my potion, and let's just take a look here at my abilities. Well, let's just look at my potion cooldown. Okay. Essence of Health, I'm using Tri-Stat potions, okay? So they're up, and if you look at the cooldown, every 22 seconds. If I gold that out, it's going to become every 20 seconds. So potion every 20 seconds. Okay, it's your Argonian. This is your, and the reason I say you're Argonian, the reason I am Argonian, let's go ahead and take a look at the passives quick. So we'll kind of put this all together for you. Okay, so if we go to racial passives, Amphibian, great. Increases your swimming by 50%. Increases your experience gain with Restoration Staff skill line by 15%. Great. Great for healer. We all know that Argonian is awesome for a healer. But Resourceful. Increases your max magicka by 3%. When you drink a potion, you restore 4,620 health, magicka, and stamina. So not only am I getting a potion every 20 seconds while I'm werewolf, while I'm not in werewolf, I'm also gaining that extra 4,620 on every stat. Okay. Now my concern is Zos is talking about adjusting racial passives, so I'm really concerned that they're gonna kind of throw this build out the window, but you know that won't be till late January, most likely. Argonian Resistance increases your max health by 9%. Awesome for werewolf. Your heals are based off your health. Okay, and disease resistance for 1,485, which is great because poison and disease damage hurts werewolves more. All right. Now you gain immunity to the poison disease status effect. That's very important when you're in a werewolf build. You want that immunity. Okay, so again, this really bodes well for the werewolf. Quick Mending increases your healing done by 5%, or healing done and received by 5%. So technically, when you heal yourself in Werewolf, you're increasing it 10%. Again, awesome. Awesome. So your lack of stats is due to not really having glyphs, or not really having traits on your rings other than infused with potion cooldown, but that is completely your resources, extra heals, extra damage with Clever Alchemist, okay? Do we understand? All right, awesome. So that's the concept of this build. It's all about the potion. Now, it isn't expensive. If you're gonna run tri-stat potion the whole time, man, just be prepared to farm and make sure you keep them full, man. It's expensive as hell, but it's fun as hell, okay? All right, let's go back to the gear. All right, so I told you it's all Impen, 1 infused, and it's all tri-stat glyphs. So it's a very expensive build to put together because you gotta make all this and you gotta glyph it all up. All right. Also, the rings aren't cheap to make either. Okay. Got my weapons golded out. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats quick. All right. So I run tri-stat food and tri-stat potions with this build. Now, because your potion cooldown's so quick, I mean, if you're good and you have some add-ons, I do float in, you know, speed pots. I float in other potions in between. If I have a healer, I don't. I mean, I don't bother. But if you start floating in all these different potions, it gets very expensive. It's up to you. But you can get a lot more optimization out of this build by drinking the right potion at the right time. I'm not going to show you that in this because I didn't make a lot of potions for this last Battleground. I have tri-stat. I'm just sticking with it. Okay? So Max Magicka is almost 21k. This is not in Werewolf. Match recovery, no big deal, but it's 737. Max health, 23.5. Max stam, 27.5. Stamina recovery, just under 1,000. You're like, wow, that's low stamina recovery for a werewolf and a stam build. But we'll go over that. You're getting a potion cooldown every 20 seconds. That's going to be your resources. Okay? Spell damage, 1,900. Spell crit, 14. Spell damage, about 2,500. It's a little low, but that's unbuffed. Completely unbuffed. And spell resistances are low, obviously, because of the medium build, and you got 2.5k critical resist with your champion points and everything. When you go into throw into Battlegrounds, remember it's going to drop down. All right. So like I said, 2,500 weapon power. So now we're right here in my house, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the skills quick before I start attacking this dummy and why I do what I do. All right, so you got poison. I mean, I'm a bow build. You got poison injection. Okay, it's going to be your damage over time. It also is going to be an execute. It's going to do more damage as the lower health target is, right? Take a look at that. Good amount of damage. And I got it infused on my bow, so it's going to be proccing that you know, oblivion damage. Draining shot. Get an explosive arrow for 4.5k physical damage. You knock them back 6 meters and you stun them for 1.5 seconds. After the stun ends, it heals you for a huge chunk. So this is your heals. We're not running two-hander here. We're not going to have the heal from two-hander. This is your heals when you're not in Werewolf, okay? It's part of your heals. Okay, Lethal Arrow, that's your bread and butter. It's a huge hit from a distance, major defile. It's just crazy good. Crazy good. I mean, you should be throwing that in your rotation. Leeching Strikes. Your weapons with soul-stealing power, causing your light attacks and heavy attacks to heal you for 1,640 health and restore 106 stamina every 20 seconds. Fully charged heavy attacks restore twice the value. So you know how this is kind of built for heavy attacks. I mean, you're wearing Molokena, right? To increase your weapon. Well, let's take a look at Molokena real quick. So just so you know, I didn't really go over this, but Molokena together, I mean, one item's weapon damage, one item's spell damage. So you're gaining both of those. When you deal damage with 2 consecutive light attacks, you trigger overkill for 6 seconds, increasing your weapon and spell damage by 516, but it increases your cost to your abilities by 20%. No problem if you're doing a lot of heavy and light attacks, which is why we have these skills that I was just talking about on your bar. Okay? So lethal, or we talk about Leeching Strikes. Again, we're back to heavy and light attacks. It's going to give you health back, stamina back, and once it ends, it's giving you an additional stamina. So this is helping you when you're not in Werewolf, sustain. You want to keep it up at all times as a buff, all right? Relentless Focus, build up Deadly Momentum, gaining Major Berserk, Major Endurance, increasing your damage done by 8%. You need that. Stamina Recovery by 10%. Again, Stamina Recovery. Even though we have no recovery really at all, other than our potion cooldown, this is helping. It's 20-second buff, but while active, we're back to the light attacks again. 5 light attacks, turns the ability into Assassin's Scourge, and hits for about 12k physical damage from range. Again, see the theme here. Potions, some skills that give you resources back. Werewolf, right? So bow and werewolf. That's the whole theory craft of this build. Okay. Now, right now, I have Incapacitating Strike on here. I don't use it. Honestly, let's take a look at our abilities. That's not the ability you want on for this build. I don't think I've leveled it up with this newer character. But let's take a look. I might have it, but I don't have any skill points is the problem. Fighters Guild, Dawnbreaker. Okay, yeah, you want to put Dawnbreaker on here, but once I get the skill point, you're gonna want to morph Dawnbreaker to the morph that gives you extra weapon power while slotted. It's not gonna be Dawnbreaker as smiting, which everybody uses in PvP because this is a werewolf build. Pardon me. So you're gonna want Dawnbreaker, so when it's slotted, to give you that extra weapon damage for your bow abilities, so you can get your werewolf up, which is on your back bar. We got it? All right. So from a distance, you're going to do major damage. And what's great about this, you'll be plinking, I call them plinkers, right? You're going to be plinking, killing people, plinking, nonstop. And they're gonna hate it. I hate plinkers. I can't stand them. I can't stand people sitting back hitting me with a bow. I target them first. I'm like, I can't stand the plinker. You'll hear it in my videos. All right? So I'll be plinking. As soon as someone jumps on me, by then I should have my werewolf up. And they're surprised. I mean, guys like, oh, I'm gonna go get that dang plinker. He's freaking hitting me. He's just destroying me. Or a group says, the healer's like, go get that guy, He gets on me, boom, werewolf. Just wreck him in the face, right? Awesome. Okay, so I love that aspect of being the bow wielder and then having werewolf in your back pocket. It just surprises the crap out of everybody. All right, let's go back to the skills. Now, let's go ahead and go to my dual wield bar. The reason I'm running dual wield, here's why you want to run dual wield for a werewolf build, okay? So dual wield, I've got a Shacklebreaker sword, right? And it's got disease damage and weapon damage and spell damage enchant on it. With dual wield, you're gaining both the cooldowns of these, which means one will pop, and if the cooldown on the other one, when you hit with your other hand in werewolf, is going to pop the other enchant. So it's just beneficial in werewolf because you're swinging with both hands to have dual wield. It's very beneficial. And a lot of the builds out there right now involve a lot of glyphs that do damage, and then using something like Torix Pact, which reduces the cooldown of glyphs. And that's a big thing, not just for werewolves. It's a big thing for all stamina classes right now with dual wield. So you're just more beneficial for a werewolf build on dual wield. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go to my werewolf bar, my back bar. Hidden Blade. Okay, find a secret dagger in your sleeve. Blah, blah, blah. It's a range damage, not quite as ranged as your bow abilities, but you're going to want to use it. It does a nice chunk of damage, reduces movement speed, and grants major brutality. Okay, weapon damage increased by 20% for 20 seconds. This is your major brutality when you're not in werewolf. If you're not comfortable running dual wield, go ahead and run two-hander and gain the extra heal with the two-hander ability and gain that major brutality through that. But this is my source of major brutality when I'm wearing dual wield weapons. Okay, Impale. Throw a magic blade at the lethal precision to strike the enemy, dealing 2,400 magic damage. Deals 300% more damage when the enemies are below 25% health. Now, right now, that magic damage is very low, and you're like, why? You're a stamina class. Why are you using that? First of all, it's an execute. Number two, when Mulligan procs, not only is it giving you over 500 weapon power, it's giving you over 500 spell power. And same with Clever Alchemist. It's also giving you spell power on top of weapon power. So believe it or not, when I'm bow hitting and I want to execute and I have all those abilities going off, my spell power is pretty friggin' high, and this hits pretty friggin' hard. Okay? So, and what's great is it doesn't use stamina. So it's a nice execute that doesn't use stamina. It's a Magicka dump. So I keep it on there. Okay, Dark Cloak. This is bread and butter, when you're not in werewolf. What I like to do is just plink, 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 kill, 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 plink, disappear, get away, disappear. Werewolf up, boom, surprise them, right? That's what it's all about. Okay, so again, it's just gonna help you stay survivable to get your werewolf up. Okay, refreshing path. I'm using this, and again, this is a Magicka ability. That's why I have 20k Magicka. Create a corridor of shadows, granting you and allies in the area major expedition. So I do this to give my group major expedition mainly, especially my healers that are slow, so they can stay with me. And I tell them that at the beginning of the match. Hey, I'm going to keep putting out major expedition, stay with me and heal me, you know? Kind of gives them that incentive. But the effects persist also 2 seconds after leaving the path. And this is an additional heal. That's why I do it. I'm not running two-hander, so I want that additional heal. It's just about 877 health to you and allies every 1 second. It's not a big deal. It's more for the increased speed for my team to stay with me. Resolving Vigor, pretty much standard. It's about 11k health over 5 seconds, and nearby allies about 8.5k. Okay, that's your main heal. When you go ahead and you Dark Cloak out, Resolving Vigor, Dark Cloak, and that heals are ticking on you while all your dots are being negated until you come out of stealth. So that's how you stay alive. And then the big deal, Pack Leader. Transform into a beast, fearing enemies for 3 seconds. While transforming, your light attacks apply bleed for 8.7k physical damage over 8 seconds, and your heavy attacks deal 50% splat damage, and your max stamina increased by 30%. Summon 2 dire wolves while transformed. If they are killed, they return after 10 seconds. If slaughtered, your stamina recovery is 15%. So I go with this in the dire wolves because I'm running medium, and believe it or not, those dire wolves act as pet shields, and they absorb a lot of the damage. People miss, they hit them if you kind of hide behind them. Believe it or not, defensively, the wolves are so good. So good. Much better. You can't get focused as easily. Really, they're a distraction, but great to have. You know, they help track down stealthers. They help, you know, decide which direction you're going to go. I mean, there's just a lot of benefits to having it, and that's why I run it. I find I'm more tanky, believe it or not, because they're eating up so much extra damage and extra things, okay? So that's why I'm running that more. All right, that's about does it. Let's just take a look at class passives, okay? And we'll talk about why they synergize so much with this build, all right? We talked about the skills already, but Master Assassin, increase your weapon damage and spell damage by 10% when you're sneaking or invisible. Stealth out while you're in bow form, boom, just another increase to your weapon damage from a distance. Increases when an enemy dies within 2 seconds of being damaged by one of your assassin abilities, you restore Magicka and Stamina, whichever's higher. The Stamina mostly is higher, but still, it's a resource gain. That's why I'm not, you know, I really don't have too much trouble with resources, even though I'm not running any stam regen. Increases your weapon and spell critical rating by 438 for each assassin ability slotted. Again, it's great for great if you want to slot a couple more assassin abilities. It just increases stats. Pressure points. Okay, that's what we talked about. Hemorrhage. With assassin's ability slotted, increase your critical damage by 10%. Dealing critical damage grants you your group major savagery, increasing your weapon critical rating by, you know, 1320 for 20 seconds. Okay, so you definitely have an assassin's ability on one of your bars when you are playing. Okay, so there you go. Impale would be it. All right. Another reason I run Impale. Alrighty, let's go on to the Shadow. Refreshing Shadows. Increase your health, stamina, and magic curve by 50%. That's automatic. Okay, you definitely need that passive. It really helps in Werewolf. Shadow Barrier. Casting a shadow ability grants you major resolve and major ward for 6 seconds. Increase your physical and spell resistance by 5,280. This duration increased by 25% for each piece of heavy armor equipped. Okay, so I'm running 2 heavy. Okay, so my current bonus is 50%, duration 9 seconds. So when I stealth out, all of a sudden my freaking defenses go way up. Okay. Alrighty. Increase your max health by 3% for each shadow ability slotted. Basically my current percent is 6% because I have 2 shadow abilities slotted on this bar, and I think just 1 on this bar. So it's going to increase that. Increase the duration of your shadow abilities by 15%. You know, it's great for refreshing path. And, you know, that's about it. I mean, you're not going to be in bow. I mean, I'm in bow a good bit, but it's not going to really help werewolf. All right, let's go to Siphoning Strikes. Catalyst. After drinking, now this is the bread and butter right here. The whole potion build thing, right? After drinking a potion, you gain 20 ultimate. Well, what do we want to gain ultimate for? Werewolf, right? So, not only are you going to gain, not only do you have a potion up every 20 seconds, you're going to gain the spell and weapon power 600 and some. You're going to gain all those resources for being Argonian. And you're going to gain 20 ultimate. So even if you don't have your ultimate up, or even if you lose werewolf, boom, helps you every time you drink a potion. So again, that's why I went Night Blade. The potion drinking, everything revolves around it, right? So we're a potion drinker. Drunk. Increase your match magicka by 8% while siphoning ability slotted. Siphoning abilities, right? So I have Leeching Strikes on the front bar, and that's really the only siphoning ability I have on my bar. So that's going to increase my max magicka right there. No big deal. It's not helping you in werewolf. Okay. Increases your healing done by 3% for each siphoning ability slotted. Current bonus 0% on this bar. Again, current bonus going to be, let's see, 3% on this bar because I'm only running 1 siphoning ability. Transfer. Casting a siphoning ability generates 2 ultimate. This effect can occur once every 4 seconds. So basically I'm spamming Leeching Strikes. Every time I cast it, I'm getting 2 ultimate. Again, to get to that werewolf faster. Right? We don't have any abilities that are reducing our ultimate or anything. But because I'm a Night Blade, it's going to get you to that werewolf faster from a distance in the safe area of your little area where you're plinking away. You know? Pew, pew, pew. Okay? Alrighty. That's about it for the build, guys, and that's going to go over all that. You know, werewolf, you know what, let's just take, you know, do you want to take a look at werewolf? Let's take a look at werewolf passives. I've done it in other builds, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at werewolf passives. Alright, oh, and weapon. So, bow, I mean, I kind of told you all everything I'm running on bow, and you just get all the passives under bow, get all the passives under dual wield, because that's what you're running, right? I'm only running hidden blade. You know, so it's, you really don't need anything else but hidden blade for this build. Okay, let's go to werewolf real quick. Let's go over this. Devour, we know what that is. You eat people, you gain werewolf. Pursuit increases your movement speed by 30%. That's standard. Increases stamina of your heavy attacks restored by 100%. You're weaving heavy attacks in with this all the time as werewolf. Blood rage, when you deal damage, duration, your werewolf transportation increased. So you got to deal damage to gain werewolf timer, and then all that. Blood moon, this is all the standard stuff, right? Feral pounce, jump on somebody, increases your duration of werewolf, very important. Hurricane's rage, 50%, almost 50% of your max health. Again, 2 health on Clever Alchemist, that really helps out. And this is giving you major brutality while you're in werewolf form. Ferocious roar. Roar with a bloodlust, terrifying up to 6 enemies. Enemies are off balance for 5 seconds. Okay, so it's an extra damage, you know, for heavy attacks and stuff. And it also gives you more resources back when you heavy attack them while they're off balance. So you can really, bam, your stamina's real full with 1 heavy attack after you fear. Howl of Despair. Crush the enemy with a deafening howl, dealing almost 10.5k physical damage. Okay, your howl is like your big bread and butter. Expensive, but they made it cheaper in Wolf Hunter. But allies targeting the enemy can activate a Feeding Frenzy synergy, which grants them unlimited use of Empower for 5 seconds, increasing their damage done with light attacks for 40%. Pretty nice. I do this because I run a lot of Werewolf Pack. So, when I'm running with another werewolf, they'll be able to hit that synergy and really do some extra damage. I think that's why the other werewolves beat me in damage half the time when I'm in the pack. I don't think they're running it. Alright, Claws of Anguish. Again, It's your damage over time. It's disease damage, so it's going to defile them. Major defile for 4 seconds. This is your defile. It really hurts healers. You just weave that in where you need it, and the more people around you, the more people you hit, because it is a cone ability. So that's it in a nutshell. Let's take a look at how high I can get my weapon damage real quick. So I've got Werewolf up. You're already going to gain 20% weapon damage from your Werewolf. So what we're going to do is we're gonna attack a couple times, right? We get my Werewolf up. Okay, it's up. So I'm going to go Werewolf. Okay, I'm going to attack. I got my 2 wolves. Okay, I've got Mullikenna going. Oh shoot, I don't have. Let me drink. Let me eat some food here. Missing my food all of a sudden. Okay, so let's go ahead get Mullikenna up. Let's drink a potion. Let's howl. Let's see what our 6,113. 6,113. Right? Boom! You just saw it. 6,113. Ouch! Ouch! That hurts. 6,113 weapon damage. All right, guys. That's the build in a nutshell. Hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you guys on the battlefield. Have a good one.